So we might have some roof issues if there's any stains on the ceiling.
Right. This is a beautiful kitchen, huh?
Nice.
It's completely updated. What are you thinking? Wood frame behind stucco?
Yeah.
That's just termite damage on that door, right?
Water damage.
And why is the stucco chipping like that?
Because water's gotten behind it.
Oh, because they didn't put the stucco on the wood frame, right?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, once you start getting water intrusion, it just starts, makes the wood expand.
Is this water damage too, or termites? Oof.
Water.
Why
It's too bad it's not blocked. Houses like this that are all wood frame scare me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they don't. Let me say this. Yeah, when it comes down to finding out what exactly. See, you're not going to know 100% until you take off all this drywall. But see, the problem is the whole house is framed.
So you're saying you don't know how much damage is behind the walls?
Exactly.
Gotcha. Well, let's head upstairs and see what you think up there.
So how do you like living at 10 feet?
I love it.
I was up there not too long ago. And partying downtown was nice.
What do you think this room is for, this back room? Because it's, 35 feet long and 10 feet wide? Wow, look at that damage on the ceiling. Great room, maybe?
This right here is probably some sort of addition over the years.
Gotcha.
Possibly.
Maybe it was supposed to be a mother-in-law suite or something? Because it's got the double vanity and the...
What are they asking for the property?
$235, I think. $239. Did I miss this guy? But when I pulled the comps for the land itself is probably about 190 to 220. So if they put an offer in, below 190, they're getting a good deal for the land. Well, so if you were buying this house, would you just tear it down and build a new one?
Well, see, look at this.
Yeesh.
This is bad. I mean, you're right on this exterior portion here where it meets the roof line. Once you start peeling away all this stuff, you don't know how extensive the water damage is.
Gotcha. And what's this pulled up?
Now, what I would probably do is if they wanted to do some exploration and just start stripping everything off the house and you know what? I started hearing footsteps. How did I hear the footsteps?
Ghost? You're telling about a ghost?
Well, that's what she was just saying. I go, shit, I hear footsteps.
You scared the crap out of me.
So yeah, we were just looking at stuff like this and...
So you're saying if they wanted to explore and start ripping the house apart?
Well, just to catch you up to speed, basically you look at stuff like this, it's hard to look and see exactly the extent. So I can come up with a budget to go ahead and remodel this house, but providing that there's just normal well, not normal, but just, just adding, well, for example, like, we don't have to take down the whole back of the house because it's all rotten. So what we could do is we could strip off all the stucco of the house, take off all the drywall, and, if they're willing to spend X amount of dollars on doing that, because if it's not as bad as anticipated, then, you could just go ahead and rebuild from the inside out. But, it might be worth spending $15,000, $10,000 for exactly.
To save money in the long run, you don't have to tear it apart.
Exactly. And you might not even have to, you might not have to spend all of that, because you might get to a certain point where it goes all the way down,
Holy cow. What are you saying?
See this right here? This is.
I'm not going to fall off, right?
Worries me about a wood house because see the water goes in here, right? Well, that water could be going all the way down this wall and rotting out this whole wall here.
So you're saying spend $10,000 or $15,000 in what?
To explore,
Oh.
to start stripping stuff. That's just the initial, to see if you have to spend more in the long run.
See, what I could do is I could go ahead and put a preliminary cost of just, remodeling this house with average, fixing this, fixing that, and getting it to where then you just start putting in all the new products. But,
If there's something structurally wrong once you start tearing it down,
exactly.
Then you just wasted $10,000 or $15,000.
well, you wasted 15 to. You spent 15.
When you
to
could have
save
just bulldozed it for 10 and
well, you could-
started
yeah.
new.
You won't bulldoze it for 10.
What do you think it would cost to bulldoze it?
At least 20. By the time you,
Just take it all away, haul it.
right? Now you could use the same footprint, providing that it's all
Concrete slab
good
is fine, is what you mean.
Good slab.
As long as the slab is good, you just gotta wonder.
Could you just tear it down to the studs and start over?
With this, oh yeah, you could, but see, here's the thing. If we tear it all down to the studs, in this example that I gave you here, we start, I give them a price, whatever, okay, we do this, and this. All of a sudden we start doing the demolition here, and then we realize this whole corner is rotten, and it leads into here, and then, then the roof needs to be braced, and,
Is this wood from the entire house is wood? Bottom floor and everything?
Yeah, it's wood frame with stucco done badly over it. They didn't brace it before they
So
did the stucco.
there's no cinder
Yeah.
block in this whole house.
No.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not built in 1978, God only knows.
Is that when it was built?
Yeah.
1978.
It's probably a tear down. I could just see that the condition the house is in, and it's probably been sitting like this for a while.
Probably.
Years.
What do they? What kind of budget are they working with?
Can't answer that.
It would be depending on what they got it for.
Yeah. Do you build the houses new?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What is the? If this was a new house per se, now do they have to have a second floor?
No, they could do a nice ranch.
I think they'd prefer to do a nice ranch.
Now, because then you could save a lot of money doing that.
You could take their house in Rivendell and put it on this piece of land right here. Their house in Rivendell is worth
Gorgeous.
It's $500,000.
Probably $525
But you
right
could
now.
build it for what? $300
It's
nice-
a 3,200 square foot.
with granite.
Four
Just a-
bedroom,
pretty
three
much a
bath.
brand new house. You could build for what? 3,200 square foot house with all the bells and whistles. Pool, cage, quarter of an acre.
Well, yeah, but this is on.
Well,
2
yeah,
acres.
but I'm just saying the price. Yeah, but you stick that house on this land, and they'll be the happiest people in the world. So how much can you replicate that house for? Lennar will.
Somewhere around 400, maybe more.
So it all depends on what they can get this house for.
Right.
That would make it.
Does this neighborhood warrant
Yeah.
$700,000 houses?
Yeah, 7, 8, 900,000.
What's that other road? The one that they missed out on in Longbow?
Longbow.
Yeah, that's right up
That
here.
was at 800 and no, that was 790 it sold for, right?
Yeah, and that was a huge house, but yeah.